What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about the Moza Mini Me Gimbal. It comes in this really nice, hard, protective case. And I think this is a nice touch that a lot of other companies don't include, which I think is ideal for keeping your gimbal safe and, you know, protected. As always, there will be a link in the description if you do want to go check it out. It's super easy to balance. It comes with these small little tripod feet that you can just screw into the bottom, so then you have somewhere to actually place the gimbal and actually balance it properly. A lot of other companies, no names I'm going to mention, but they don't include these small little tripod feet. 4 1/4-20 screw points, so one on the bottom, one on the handle, and then 2 on top of the actual phone mounting system. So if you want to add in like a mic or sound recorder or a light maybe, you can do that. Even if you wanted to, you could add an external battery to maybe the handle or even the bottom, and you could essentially charge the gimbal while you're charging your phone. So in reality, you could record for like 24 hours, depending on how big the battery pack was. And that's nuts, that's crazy. It even allows you to use it in portrait mode and landscape mode, and I think portrait mode is ideal for, you know, if you're shooting Instagram stories and trying to get more of a cinematic view on your Instagram stories, and I think this would be a huge boost in quality and smoothness. The Moza Genie app, I think, is beautiful. It allows you to manually control your phone camera. So it gives you the manual function, you know, you can change the aperture, ISO, depth of field. But I think the most key part of this, you can select the focus point, you could lock that in, and then you could select what you want to be exposed for, which is key. So, you know, maybe you want your shot to be very dark, you could expose for that, and then maybe you're trying to track a person, you could lock onto them, and I think that's key. You can also change the mode of what you're shooting. You know, if you want to shoot like 4K and 60 frames, 4K 120 frames, you could change all of that in the app, which I think is essential for, you know, trying to get the most cinematic footage out of your phone. Also, since we're on the topic of focus right now, you can also lock on to a specific subject that you want to film. Say it's a person, you could track them, and then you could do like a 360 around them while it's tracking them, so you don't actually need to change the angle of the camera. The gimbal will do all the work for you, which I think is key because, you know, as a one-man shooter, you don't want to be trying to focus on so many things at once. You don't want to be focused on trying to stay as smooth as possible, you know, doing that ninja walk, and you don't want to be trying to angle the camera, check everything. So it's key in my mind. It's like having another shooter with you, and all they're doing is controlling the gimbal to keep that person in focus and in the frame. As I mentioned before, this gimbal does have wireless charging, which I don't think any other gimbal like this has. I think it's key because, you know, when you go outside in the wintertime like it is right now, sometimes if your phone gets a low battery percentage and it can automatically just turn off because of the fact that it's so cold and the cold just drains your batteries. The gimbal has a 10-hour battery life. I don't know how long that would actually be with, you know, using the wireless charging feature. I've been using the gimbal a lot this week and I haven't had to charge it yet, and I've been wirelessly charging my phone, so the battery life is amazing. Put the gimbal into inception mode and you can get some crazy trendy shots that people will wonder, like, how did you get that shot? Like, it's super smooth, but you're moving the camera, like, I don't understand how you got that. I think it's amazing, it's super trendy, and I like to use that specific type of shot in a lot of my videos. It just adds like a wonder, and like people want to ask questions about that, like, how did you do that? The gimbal also lets you do built-in time lapses that can move, which are a little bit more advanced. You could also do normal time lapses And a key feature, you could also do hyperlapses. Super easy, super simple. I haven't messed around too much with the hyperlapses, but this feature would be super hard to get if you were to actually use a real camera and not this gimbal. And I'm gonna be definitely using this feature in a lot of my upcoming travel videos, because I think that for something so easy, you can get such a high quality result. So I've been using this gimbal a lot for my Instagram stories and just filming around behind the scenes and everything like that. It just adds like that depth to your videos. You can pull focus, and I just enjoy it. It brings the fun back into filmmaking for me. I personally think that the Moza Mini-Me gimbal is definitely worth it, especially if you're trying to step up your Instagram story game, or you know, you're vlogging with your phone, or you know, you're doing a little bit of a travel vlog. I think it's definitely worth it. And it comes in at a super cheap, you know, 150 Canadian or 100 US. You know, link in the description if you want to check that out. I think it's definitely worth it if you want to step up the smoothness of your videos and even your Instagram stories. Being able to shoot in manual mode to get the most cinematic feel that you want. That's all I have for this video. If you did like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, peace.